Put your hands together one more time, ladies and gentlemen.
So, hello. How are you? Welcome to our 18th annual Dinner Dance and Awards celebration. My name is Andrew Ballin. I'm the president and CEO of both NYFAC, the organization, and the NYFAC Foundation. Welcome to all of you. Really, welcome. 18 years, and I see the same faces over and over again since year one, when we had our cigar party. And now 18 years later, I welcome everybody in this room as a new friend, as a new family member, as a new part of our organization. So thank you so much for being here. Really, from the bottom of our hearts. So, I try to do this as quick as I can. I try to not make it a long, drawn-out program. So I just want to tell you, and again, I really, really do welcome you, and I really, really am proud to look at this room. Look at the back, 135 raffle prizes. It's amazing what the staff and the families and the people that have donated have done. It's an amazing thing, an amazing, amazing accomplishment. So I need to meet a few people. All right, so I want to start with my NYFAC chairman of the board, Cheryl Marsh. My NYFAC Foundation chairman of the board, Mike Brothers. Come on, Michael, come up here, I don't care. The treasurer of the NYFAC board of directors, Carl Vobis. The treasurer of the NYFAC Foundation, Anne Marie Cicicino. The secretary of the NYFAC Foundation, Anita Sessa. Of course they come. Anita and Anne Marie. Oh, thank you, Joe Bergen. Board member of the foundation, Joe Bergen. My partner, my director of operations, my wife Pamela Bauman. Hi, Pam. Board members of the foundation, Frank Scaffo, better known as Elf. Frankie, Joe Bergen, come up here. Come on. Jimmy Vobis, Richard Marsh, Billy Folks, Irene Rainey, Anne Marie Guarino. Special thank you to Anne Marie Guarino. She came up from Florida. She got canceled, postponed, but she still made it here. 5 flights on the list. Joe Costanza and Tina Palmiano. So when you say I can't do this alone, this is my board. I work for them. These are the people who allow me to do what we do as well as we can do it. So, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you from all the families that we have helped because of your commitment and your hard work and your dedication to a mission and vision that not necessarily struck home for all of you. But thank you on behalf of our children, our families, our parents, our staff. Thank you very, very much for serving. Ladies and gentlemen, our board. So tonight's dinner is in memory of Ruth Cerillo. I have to tell you who Ruth Cerillo was. Ruth Cerillo, Pam's mom, my mother-in-law. All right, if it wasn't for Ruth Cerillo and her husband Tony Cerillo, who our golf outing is named after, we really wouldn't have an organization. Ruth was a tireless advocate for kids. She would work so hard to make sure Anthony and all the children like Anthony had what they needed to get, got what they needed to get, services, programs. She was an amazing woman. And that's why the board of the foundation decided to name this dinner in her honor. Tonight we have her children, her grandchildren here, and we appreciate you all being here. So thank you, because you know Mom was fantastic. We love you. Thank you. Oh, she disappeared. Oh, okay. All right, tonight we have some friends with us. And over the course of the evening, we're going to have a lot of people that are going to visit with us. So let's start with Assemblyman David Wetburn, who I don't think has missed the dinner since he was elected. And I'm going to tell you a story about David. So I did an event with Hillary Clinton in the year 2000, okay, when she was first running for Senate. David was just a Democratic district leader, and I really didn't know David. So we didn't let him in the room. And then I found out who he was, and we became really good friends. So since the year 2000, David has been helping children with autism, putting money together for us, appropriating dollars. So David, thank you for being here. Thank you for being such a good friend.
Thank you. Good evening, everybody. As Andrew said, you know, this is an organization that really does God's work. You know, I was in the city council for 8 years, starting in 2002, and I actually started the Autism Initiative at the city council, which was continued by, you know, a number of individuals. My brother, who succeeded me in the council, as well as one of your honorees tonight, Liz Crowley and Eric Ulrich, have been very involved in the Autism Initiative. But, you know, I've been involved with NYFAC and the Baumans, you know, in so many different ways. It's very hard to say no to the Baumans, as everybody here knows, because they're here, they're raising money, they're doing services, not for themselves, but for the children and those on the autistic spectrum. And, you know, they do God's work. They're in it for the right reasons. They do a great job, and I'm just so proud to be able to come each and every year. And if we can provide funding, either at the expense level, the capital level, I'm now in Albany in the Assembly, so we try to do what we can each and every year. And I know Assemblyman Miller and I have official Assembly proclamations for all the honorees. But I just really wanted to come and send my best wishes to all the honorees, and to really thank the Baumans and NYFAC for all the great work that they do each and every day. Thank you.
The next person I want to introduce is our city councilman, Eric Ulrich. Where are you, Eric? Oh, he's got Lily with him. Hi, Lily. Eric has been, I cannot tell you what a friend to autism Eric has been. Thank you, Eric, for being here. Thank you for being part of our family. Hi, Lily.
Thank you so much. I hope you don't mind, I brought my boss with me tonight. She wanted to come with Daddy. This is Liliana, 3.5 years old. I have the privilege of serving in the city council along with some really great people, but the most important job I have is being a good father, and we know how important it is to have good parents these days, and I'm very blessed to have a beautiful daughter. God has been very good to me, as he has been to so many of you. I want to, in a very special way, salute and thank my very good friend Andrew Bauman and Pamela. Where's Pam? She's hiding. Hi, Pam. For the outstanding work that they do, and all the employees and volunteers at NYFAC for helping families help their children one person at a time. They really live out their mission, and they live out their model with a zeal and just a courage and a compassion that you really don't see almost anywhere else. They do terrific terrific work there. If you haven't been to the center, please go. If you've given money, please give more, because they need it. It's very, very expensive to run the type of facility that they run, but they're one of the only game in town that does what they do, and it's so important that we support them. This year, Andrew and Pam and the board have embarked on a very bold agenda. I don't know if you've announced it yet, have you?
No, be my guest.
All right, well, they want to expand the facility to build a gymnasium, and what else is going to be? Adaptive equipment, rooftop basketball court, and they are seeking public support. I can assure you that I will be doing everything I can to get the money to build that, along with our borough president and my colleagues in the city council, Liz Crowley, one of our honorees tonight, and my good friends, Assemblyman Phil Goldfeder and Senator Joe Adabo. We'll be working very, very closely together to make sure that we can get the funding to bring this project to fruition, to expand the NYFAC Center so that we can help and serve more families in this community. I also want to thank and acknowledge all the honorees. Where is Phil? Is he here? All right, there you go. So, the honorees, you couldn't have picked better people. They're all just outstanding community leaders. I have some proclamations for them, which they're going to give out later in just a bit, but I know Steve Sergiovanni and Kenny Zorn, and again, my good friend and colleague, Liz Crowley, in the City Council. She's one of the honorees tonight. There are so many that you've chosen that are truly distinguished in each field that they're in. And Joe Galino, I know I'm just naming off the top of my head. I know I'm forgetting a few, so I'm sorry about that. But each of them is deserving of the esteem of all New Yorkers, and I want to thank you for helping NYFAC. They're doing God's work. They're special angels, guardian angels in our community, doing something that we really need them to keep on doing for many more years to come. So congratulations and God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. So Eric's going to do everything he can to help us build the gym. We are going to build this gym. We are going to build a gym with adaptive equipment. We're going to make it work for these children so they can socialize, so they can work together, so they can build their bodies in 12 ways. That's Wonder Bread, no? Okay. And we're going to have a rooftop play area. So anybody been to Vetros on a rooftop? So now I can do my cocktail parties on the roof because we don't play basketball. So we're going to have we'll have a good time. But it's so important because the children need a place to learn, develop, and grow in a social, recreation, and physical kind of way. So that's why we're building, and that's why we're expanding, and that's why we're going to keep doing what we do as best as we can. And our next friend, what do you got? You want to sit down? Everybody knows Phil? Since he was elected in the Assembly, after Audrey, when Audrey left, Phil Goldfeder was the next Assemblyman that we had. This man stepped up. You would not believe how he stepped up. He is now chairman of the subcommittee on autism in the New York State Assembly. When Sandy hit, he made sure that we got $100,000 to help with damages. Phil Goldfeder is a friend. Phil Goldfeder is a supporter, and Phil Goldfeder is an angel. So, I love you, Phil. And he did 96 to get here. Kenny, no take, 96 to get here on the tour.
Clearly, David Webber went faster, so if anybody's getting a ticket, it's him. You know, let me tell you something. I hope when I go home tonight I get that much love. It's never the same, I'll tell you. You know, you've all heard, you know, there's so many good things to say about Andrew, but everybody knows behind every great man is a greater woman, and just, you can't say enough about Pam and everything she has done. So a huge round of applause. I am going to tell you something you don't need to know, but that I think you all know already, is that it is easier to do nothing. It is so much easier to lay in bed in the morning and say, I'd rather do nothing today. But if we're going to make real change, you've got to make the decision to get up and do something. And Andrew, many, many years ago, together with Pam and his family, were having challenges and said, there's no one out there doing something. We're going to step up and we are going to create a center that is going to be a beacon of light, and they literally are a beacon of light for so many families. And as you literally see the NYFAC, the letters, shining on Cross Bay Boulevard, it is a beacon of light for our entire community. It is a symbol, not just of what we can do for families who are struggling, it's a symbol for when we do something, when we step up and we get involved, we can make a real difference in people's lives. And when I got to the assembly, I said to the speaker, I said, it's important that I get on a committee and I do something where we can make a difference. And we talked about what was going on in the community. We talked about the so many people in the community who have given back. And I said, chairman of autism retention, chairman of a committee where I can work together with Andrew and make a difference in people's lives, what I want to do. Because as the assemblyman, I can't do anything alone. It takes the partnership of every single person in this room. It takes the partnership of great leaders like Pam and Andrew. And I just want to thank you. Everybody in the leadership, the board, the staff, and of course, every single person who has came out tonight and contributed. Thank you so much. You're all partners in the great work in that beacon of light, and it's an honor to keep going. So thank you so much.
It is nice to have friends, but it's nice to have friends that have the ability to do stuff. There are so many people here in this room that have decided to say, you know what, I can step up and I can do something. I can go around this room and I can introduce you to at least 20 people that I know of. And you that I don't know, I'll know you by next year. But people like Shelly Reynolds, Shelly Hendricks, Shelly, stand up. Shelly came in today from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Right? Shelly is a parent of a child with autism, and Shelly founded an organization years ago called Unlocking Autism. National organization that's done incredible things, and now we're going to march on Washington on April 2nd. Right? We're marching from the steps of the city, or steps of the Capitol, to the White House. And because of organizations like Shelly. So, Shelly, thanks for coming. Scott Padesh. Where's Scott? Scott, where are you? Scott Padesh, President and CEO of the Autism Society National. I sat on the board of the Autism Society National. They're doing amazing things for children with autism all over the country. These are the people that I say are my friends. All right? These are the people that I work with. These are the people that I do things with. These are the people that I want to be associated with. But then we have people like Joe Murray, one of our trustees. Joe, stand up. Stand up. I love your bow tie, Joe. Joe does so much in so many different places and so many different things and so many different avenues. But he always has time for autism. And JDRF. And whatever else anybody asks him. He helps veterans. He helps anybody who asks him. Joe, I love you and I always love you. Thank you. But I don't want to go around and introduce all these people because you know. And if you don't know, shake hands with somebody to your right, to your left at the next table and say, my name is Andrew, what's your name? Because we have honorees, I want to get to that and get it done because I want to make sure we have time to dance and play and all of that. So, our first honoree. And by the way, when we decide that we want to honor somebody, we only honor people that deserve it. And what I mean by deserve it, that people have gone over and above to help individuals with autism. So our first honoree is one award that we give out every year. It's called our Guardian Angel Award. It goes to an elected official that has shown that they have gone over and above for individuals with autism. This year's Guardian Angel goes to City Councilwoman Elizabeth Crowley. All our award winners not only get an award from us, they get an award from Congress, they get an award from the City Council, from the Assembly, from the Senate, from the Borough President of Brooklyn, from the Borough President of Queens. So they all get citations. award, special recognition. But Elizabeth, you can't give yourself an award, but we know you deserve it, so thank you.
Good evening, thank you. It's such a pleasure to receive this Guardian Angel Award from an organization that has contributed so much to so many people across the city of New York. And the true Guardian Angels are you, Andrew Bauman, and your dear wife, Pamela, and your entire staff. I want to thank the entire staff of New York Families for Autistic Children and all the members of the board for your dedication. You know, you guys are truly an inspiration. And your story speaks to the story of so many people in the city of New York and across the country. And 20 years ago, Andrew and Pamela, in their own life experience, found a situation where their own child was diagnosed with autism and they didn't have a place to go to. And with their own network of friends, they built NYFAC. And they've been building support and services for countless people. And I'm so proud to be a supporter on the New York City Council with all my colleagues on the council. This year we were able to put together over $2 million to support organizations like NYFAC. Your programs are so important, and my colleagues who are here tonight, they understand that and they get that too. And I know that we heard from Assemblymember Goldfeder and Councilmember Ulrich, but you also heard from David Weber, who started the Autism Initiative in the City Council. So I'm proud to be here tonight with you, but this honor belongs to all of you for the work that you do. Every child needs an advocate. And you know, I come from a big family. I'm one of 15 children. A lot of people don't know that about me. And my son Dennis is here tonight. But nothing is more important to families than the quality of their own child's education. And to make sure that they're in a nurturing environment. And the City of New York, we're committed to that. For each and every child, especially those with special needs. Make sure that whether they're in a public school or a private school, that the city is there to make sure that that bill is paid for and that they're working with the families so those kids could stay in those schools. And that all that we do now is not enough. And we need to do more. And together we will do more. And you have my commitment to work with you to do more. And thank you for this award.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to move on. We're going to move on to a man that has a really, really special place in my heart. I met this man at a Rotary luncheon about 18 years ago, Leo. All right? So Leo and I both know this gentleman, and this man just gets up and goes and does and gives and wants to help no matter who it is. He is passionate, he is lovable, and he is one of the probably nicest individuals I have ever met. For the Lifetime Achievement Award, Herb Dallas. And you know what they said, behind every man is a good woman? Regina. Where's Regina? Come on up here, Regina. Herb's wife, Regina. Because where Herb goes, Regina is right there. Where Herb goes, he's following Regina, so trust me. Herb, Leo, come on.
Leo, where are you?
Leo Compton is our program director. This is for you, Regina. Leo and I both know Herb and Regina for many, many years. And it's just marvelous.
Yeah. You know, everybody wants their 15 minutes of fame. Standing up here, I'm going to give you 15 seconds. Because short and sweet is the best. You have to realize that for years, we've done whatever we could to help people gain their goals. And my thinking is, whatever you do, remember, be kind, be considerate, and remember that autism is a thing that we have to correct. And before we do anything, I want to thank my family, my children, and our friends who came here tonight. And of course, to the Bowmans, because they have done wonderful work. Thank you, and God bless all.
This family has taken me in over 20 years ago.
He's gonna cry.
They've been like my adopted parents, and I'm very proud to be with them, and I honor you both. Thank you.
Okay, make room for the next guy.
This is something that we couldn't give Elizabeth Crowley. This is a proclamation from the City Council honoring Herb Dallas for a Lifetime Achievement Award. Herb?
Hey, I got the perfect spot in the office.
Okay, I'm going to bring up the next two award winners together because both of them have so much in common. A, they have never, ever turned me down. B, they're like, what can I do? What do you need? I'll write you a check. Every single time we ask, every single time we need a sponsor or something, they're both there. And C, they're both such humble people that they really didn't want to be recognized because they really don't want to make a speech. But it's amazing that these two men exist in any planet or any solar system in any place. So I want to bring up my friend Joe Galino, who is our ambassador to Goodwill. And I want to bring up Louis Ravigno from Romanelli and Stephen Funeral Home. Who is our special friend tonight. I said it, you know how I feel about the two of you. For years I've been asking Louis, can we do it? And he's like, no, I don't want to do it. No, I don't want to do it. So we said, you know what, we won't do Louis, we'll do the funeral home. So yeah, all right. Romanelli Stephen Funeral Home. We have awards for you. Joe.
What I really like to tell everybody is the real heroes here are the parents, the teachers, and everybody that works with anybody with disabilities. So to them, the little things that we do, we give some money, it really is not as much as they do. Thank you.
Louis Joe, thank you so much. Thank you for being our friend. The next award is really self-explanatory because it's the Community Affairs Detective of the Year. Kenny Zorn has been a tireless advocate for us in the NYPD, making sure that we get all the permits and we get all the assistance from the police officers that we need. Plus now, NYFAC through NTI, NYFAC Training Institute, has been training rookie police officers, school safety officers, and other people employed by NYPD to help them understand how children with autism need to be treated. Plus, he works his tail off at our holiday party. So Kenny, come on up. Ladies and gentlemen, Detective Kenny Zorn. Oh, that's right, and now NYFAC. NYFAC is a community partner with the NYPD. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, Detective Zorn.
Thank you, Andrew. I just want to say the best recognition you can get is from the community you serve. You know, I've worked in this community for a long time. I've known Andrew a long time. And working, the rewards we get working with Andrew and the kids, and the training that we're doing now with the new rookies, we're going to have a good future together, Andrew. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your friendship. Thank you for your support. To be enjoying your awards.
I need a bigger office.
You need a bigger office? Yeah, you do. Ladies and gentlemen, again, Detective Zorn.
I'm wearing that tie next year. That's with the uniform.
Yeah, with the uniform. Okay, so there's a young lady out there that runs the local Girl Scout chapter. So she calls me up one day and she says, Andrew, we have no place to go. Do you know any place that would allow us to meet somewhere, because we have to leave the school we're meeting at? And I'm like, you know what, Ro, come to NYFAC. Meet here. So now we have a new community partner. We have the Girl Scouts of NYFAC, 100 and some odd girls that come to our building every Friday for Girl Scouts. And this young lady is the leader of the Girl Scouts. She does countless fundraisers with the Girl Scouts. And the Girl Scouts, as a troop, have pledged to raise $50,000 for the new gym over the next year or two. And they're well on their way. They're unbelievable. Rosanna, come on up. So we give Rosanna Zarrow the Inspiration Award because she inspires young ladies, she inspires individuals, she tries to help wherever she can. And thank you for your help, thank you for your service, thank you for your friendship, and thank you for the Girl Scouts of NYFAC.
Thank you.
Talk.
Okay. Hi, I just want to say a quick few words. I feel very blessed to have met Andrew and the whole NYFAC family. They opened up their house and their home, the whole thing to my Girl Scouts. And it's a worthy cause, Girl Scouts and autism. And I'm just so glad that I could meld the two together and we became a big family. And I hope to continue working for NYFAC for many years.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for this honor too. Thank you. Really.
Proclamation, your award. This is from the Assembly, the Borough President, another from the Assembly, and Congress.
Andrew, let me get a picture.
Give you a picture. Take a picture too.
Okay. We're almost done. We're almost done. But I have two more. So, TGI is a company that came to me and solicited me to sell me copy machines. And I'm like, well, you know what, I already have copy machines at another company, thank you very much. And they said, but you don't understand, we want to help you. But what do you want to help me? We want to help you. We want to help you with individuals with autism. So long story short, TGI is now helping our agency go paperless. We're doing some stuff with iPads, with our case managers. TGI has stepped in and raised money for us, have done sponsorships for us, and tonight TGI is selling suites, a suite for their Barclays Center suite, and they donated some laptops for another raffle. They would like to raise, what'd you tell me, $5,000 tonight, Vinny? They would like to raise $5,000 tonight at their raffle. So buy tickets for the Barclays suite, buy tickets for the laptops, because don't make them out to be lawyers. Tonight we give TGI as a company an award. So I want to bring up Jerry Jackson. He promised he was going to say good things about me. Look, you got your friend. Uh-oh. Is that for me?
So I want to thank everyone. I want to thank Andrew. So my name is Jerry Jackson. I'm here for TGI Office Automation. We were lucky enough to sell to Andrew and help Andrew go a little paperless, streamline his process. And when we first met Andrew, we kind of laid out the plan, and Andrew and I had a little, we'll call it a sit down, right? Ruth was on the bay, right? We had a little sit down, and Andrew says, Jerry, is this going to work for me? Is this going to work at NYFAC? And I didn't answer Andrew. I've had a few of these kind of meetings, you know. So I looked at my team, Fausto, Chris, Rob, I want to thank you guys. I said, guys, is this going to work for NYFAC? Because I can't shake his hand and say yes without a guarantee. And my team here is here, thank you guys again for coming, said, Jeff, it's going to work, we're going to help NYFAC. And we did. And TGI, we do a lot of walkthroughs, a lot of different companies, a lot of different organizations. And the walkthrough at NYFAC was a little different. It wasn't like one I've ever had before. And we have many nonprofits, but NYFAC's a little special. I know Tony and Pam, Anita, Andrew walked me through the whole place. I shook hands with some of the kids. And I want to say thank you to Andrew for doing that, because it hit me in the heart. And after Andrew and I did shake hands finally, a few months later, I realized Andrew kind of charmed me into shaking his hand a little early. What I mean by that is, Andrew kind of got a little bit more out of TGI than I first agreed to. For example, I said, Rob, where are you going today? He said, I got to meet with Liv. I said, Liv at NYFAC? Andrew's guy Liv? And Rob would say, well, Andrew had a lunch meeting yesterday, so he had to leave, so I have to go back today. All right, Rob, go back. Let's make Andrew happy. So what I want everyone in the room to do for me right now, please, I want everyone to rise. I want everyone in this room to please stand up. Please, everyone in the room, please stand up. Whether you're drinking water, soda, champagne, maybe some scotch, I'm going to share this with my friend Andrew. I want everyone in the room to please raise their glasses nice and high. And I want to say thank you, Andrew, for doing what you do for these autistic children. And I wish you luck, prosperity, and I want to say cheers to NYFAC. Thank you, Andrew. So like Andrew mentioned, TGI donated the TGI suite. My guys Bobby, they were here last year, Bobby, Sean, Vinny, they're going to walk around the room and ask everyone to donate a little bit to NYFAC. And I donated the TGI suite. I'm going to cater it. It'll be for a nice net game coming up in a few weeks. And the more the better. Please donate to NYFAC. I appreciate it. Thank you and God bless.
Thank you. One more and I'm almost done. And then we're going to have a party.
The one I'm waiting for.
The one you're waiting for. Listen, you flew all the way up from Florida. You think you were the only one to come from Florida? Anne-Marie, tell him. She had to wait 5 planes, cancellations, late. She got here.
Whatever it takes.
There you go. I am proud, personally, I am very proud personally to be a member of Kiwanis. I am very, very proud to be a member of the Howard Beach Kiwanis. So I just want to acknowledge my club before I do the last award. Shh. Just give me a minute. So this year, the Howard Beach Kiwanis has given New York State a blessing. And what did we do for New York State? We gave them their next governor. And the next governor of New York State for the Kiwanis is a friend of mine named Steve Sergiovanni. Steve, come on up here, Steve. You had to bring Matthew.
I had to bring Matthew, my action club.
That's right. So I want you to know something. This is very important for you to hear. Steve Sergiovanni is getting our Community Service Award, which is very funny because in April, I'm getting the Howard Beach Kiwanis' Community Service Award. But that's great. But Steve is very, very important to the NYFAC. Why? Does anybody ever hear of an action club? It's A-K-T-O-N, T-I-O-N. So in Kiwanis, the Action Club is a fully fledged, chartered Kiwanis club led by individuals with disabilities. Like my friend Matthew, who is one of the board members and the originators of the Action Club. Steve came to our office and he says, I want to do an Action Club with NYFAC. So thank you, Steve, because now NYFAC has its own Kiwanis club with their own bell, and their own gavel, and their own charter, and their own flag, and their own independence to make their own decisions on where they're going to help people out in their community. So Steve Sergiovanni, I thank you for that from the bottom of my heart, because it's a wonderful thing that you have done. And you truly, truly, truly deserve this award.
That's a beautiful picture. My buddy.
Who is it?
Thank you, Matt.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
I want to thank the Howard Beach Club of Kiwanis, who's here in force to support Steve. I want to thank, I think his name's Anthony, right? Anthony's here, who is the governor of Kiwanis Beach, Kiwanis from New Jersey, who came here. And I want to thank all the Kiwanians in the room that came up from Florida. Thank you to be here for this event. Steve, here you go.
After we do what you want.
Andrew, first thing, we hurry up and get to the gym, because we both need.
Yeah.
No, thank you. Thank you, NYFAC. I'm just a simple guy who grew up in Howard Beach and hung out in Ozone Park, whose family taught us we might not have much, but we had enough. And, you know, it's, to give back to was really given to me. People ask me, why do I do what I do? People like Matthew. Go to places like Ronald McDonald House and Human Things. Up not juvenile diabetes. Whatever I could do, it's my honor, my privilege. I'd like to thank my family who was here today, my friends, my club. There was somebody here who got honored last year, but he wasn't feeling well enough to be here. I'd like to give a round of applause for Mr. Joe Gambino. Joe, thank God you're here today. It's good to see you. Joe was honored last year by NYFAC. Unfortunately, Joe couldn't make it due to health reasons, but he's here today with us, and thank you for coming to support him. It's an honor and a privilege to get this Community Service Award, helping with these children. If you ever feel down, spend a day at NYFAC, and those children will put a smile on your face when you walk out. I didn't know what to expect when I walked in there, and I said to Andrew, I'd like to start this. And my club started it. Twice a month I have the honor to work with these children. That I have to thank them, because what they give me was more than I could ever give them. I'm blessed, I'm grateful. Thank you for all the other honorees, Kenny Zorn, Miss Crowley, Louis from Romanelli's, and if I forgot anybody else, I apologize. Andrew, thank you staff, for all that you do, you will do, and you've done. Thank you, my friend.
Wait, let me get the floor.
Steve.
Wait, no, let me get some awards first.
Give him another award.
City Council?
I think
from Borough President, City Council, Assembly, Senate, and from Borough President.
Okay. At this time, I'd like to call up Joe DeMarco, the Howard Beach Kiwanis Club, to make a presentation to NYFAC from the Howard Beach Kiwanis.
The picture. No, go right ahead. We're waiting.
If you come, you're going to crack the lenses.
Okay, at this time, I'd like to call the president of, I feel like I took over here. Call President Howard Beach Kiwanis, because we'd like to make a presentation.
Okay, first I'd like to thank and congratulate all the honorees tonight for all their dedicated and hard work, for everything that they do. For all the amazing people that are here, for all the hard work that everyone here does, you deserve an applause for yourself. Thanks to Steve, besides the honorees, Steve is one of our own from the Howard Beach Kiwanis. I want to congratulate him and thank him for starting the Action Club. I met with them, and they're an amazing group of young people. They put our club to shame. They have more class and more organization than we do. I'll tell you that right now. I met Andrew this year. Andrew is one of our newest members, and I have to tell you, I'm beginning to love him, and I'm very proud that he's one of our newest members. He's an amazing member, and the work that he does for NYFAC is just unbelievable. With all the people that he knows, all of your board, congratulations to all of you. So at this time, I'd like to present them with the check for $1,000 from the Howard Beach Kiwanis Club, and hopefully in the future, we will continue to help them with everything they need.
Again, thank you for being here. Let's do some dancing.
Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause once again for all of the honorees here this evening. Give them a big round of applause for all of their hard work and dedication, and each and every one of you.